having those issues. So, yes, last time we retrieved the Earth Crystal in random encounters. Sorry about that. Might as well fight him. These are new enemies. I have to check her arrows. I gotta see if I have any ice arrows, because where I'm about to go, we're going to need it. So we're going to do a bit of grinding in the section we're about to go to, because there is a boss up ahead that is notoriously difficult. What is this? It's glowing. Let me see. That's strange. It's getting warmer. Ouch! 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 And he throws it down the well. What in the world is happening? So yes, we have found the entrance to the underworld. There's something I need to go get, though. Well, I could probably get it later. So I could probably guess we can go straight into the underworld with this giant hole. Don't ask me how that works. And then the game autopilots. Those are the red wings. Fly right in the middle of gunfire. That's a great idea. It seems we weren't fast enough. But who are they fighting? Hold on tight! We've got to break through this line. But why though? Why do you have to go through the middle of conflict? Can't you just go around? Come on, Empress. I know you're hurting. Just hold on a bit longer for me, girl. Uh-oh. Cecil? Rosa. Is everybody alright? Everyone but my poor ship. We won't be able to fly her anymore. Not like this. Then I suppose we go by foot from here. Okay, so Yang... Hi, Sarah. Okay, good. So Yang and Cecil are at a level where I want them to be, but Kane, Sid, and Rosa, especially Rosa, are not. So yes, welcome to the underworld, because of course there had to be a second half of this game. couldn't just make it easy. Okay, fortunately these guys are kind of jokes, whereas the other enemies that we're going to run into, not so much. So I'm going to run around a bit and grind. So yeah, it's not going to be too combat heavy. Well, it's going to be very combat heavy. It's not going to be plot relevant for a while. So I apologize for that, but some of the characters are extremely underleveled, and we gotta fix that. Okay, so this is why I recommend you have ice elementals, because now we're at a point where, yes, we're in the underworld, it's blatantly obvious. Unfortunately, we're at the point now where Cecil's not going to be a lot of help. Because I think these guys absorb fire. Oh, no they don't. Since she's the designated white mage, it makes sense for her to have dual casting, because it makes things less difficult, let's put it that way. Medusa arrows. Well, that might be useful. Huh. Really? They aren't exactly clear where you're supposed to go, and honestly, I don't fully remember. I'm surprised the firebrand does anything to that guy. Solves that problem. at least. Yeah, I need Rosa to level up more than anything. I think I'm going to stop once I get her to at least level 20. Not 20, 30, because that's going to make things a little less difficult. Because honestly, we need the white mage to be stronger. And the fact that she's not really causes a lot of problems. It always did bother me, just how weak she is when you obtain her. You go through all that trouble, and for what? Man, those monsters have to be tanks, don't they? I have a feeling that Rosa has a slow growth rate on purpose, though. So yeah, Stone Gaze basically makes it so an enemy always has... So basically, it's it's petrifying. Petrification? Ah, darn it. That's what I was trying to avoid! Oh well. So eventually they'll just turn to stone. I'm not sure what the time is on it, but yeah. And if the entire team's petrified, I believe it's a game over. So nice of you to give us Essun, huh? And then obviously if they're petrified, it's basically the same as being dead. Well, knocked out, I should say. I really need to know where I can get some Phoenix Downs, because that's becoming a big, big problem. Not having those is causing a ton of problems for me. Nice. These guys I don't have to use any tricks on, fortunately. I love it when games have these sixth sense of humors by giving you magic that you need after the fact. Like everyone else was petrified at that point. So let's just make it so everyone's basically dead. and then give you the ability to cure said death. Yeah, that's very nice, isn't it? So I've kind of missed something when I was in that Chocobo Forest. I should have spoken with Naming Way. I just call him that despite what his name changes are, because no matter what happens, he'll always be Naming Way. Because the very gist of it is he's the character that he's the character that makes it so you can change your character's names. It doesn't work in this game because, well, pre-rendered CG cutscenes. So, they have to make some exceptions. Dragoon jumping. One of the more OP things to do in certain Final Fantasy-esque games. I say esque because sometimes there are non-Final Fantasy games that have that as a concept. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to stop once I get Rosa at level 30. Because there's really no point, because everyone else is already very high leveled. I just need her to be able to take a few more hits is all. Because, of course, her health is low because she's a white mage. Of course, the only difference is, well, you know, she can actually fight. She's not super strong, mind you, but the fact that she can do damage at all is actually very nice. And a lot of the stuff that I get from, the item drops that I get from these enemies, I could just sell them off. Oh look, our friends. Well, let's try to get this done early. miss having a black mage, I've gotta say. I mean, having white mage is good and all, but the black mage for the raw damage, I always miss having that. Whenever the game takes it away from you. Sure, black mages are just as squishy, if not squishier, than white mages are, but the fact that they can actually fight back, that's one thing. I was waiting for the Dragoon jump. Alright, she's almost there. Okay, I get it. So, the magma tortoise just resists fire, it does not absorb it. That makes sense. Well, in some cases it does. Probably at some point I'm going to do some off-screen grinding, because since I've unlocked the Underworld, it actually becomes a primary place 2 level grind. Don't worry, I'm not going to break it like I do in Kingdom Hearts, because that's not exactly as easy to do in this game. I'm going to start making my way to the main city in the area. Basically, I'm just going to fight it in every fight that I get in on the way. Because we're starting to one-shot these guys, so that's a good sign. Oh, don't I feel silly? Alright, well, I better grind a bit. Like I said, I'm not going to really continue with the story point until Rose is at least level 30, because I need her to basically be not a punching bag. There is a boss fight up ahead real soon that I am actually afraid of. Because even though I am playing on standard mode where it's a lot easier, this boss is still brutal. And considering how well Barbaricia went, the fight with her, I'm actually terrified by this next upcoming boss. There is a boss right before it, but it's scary, but it's doable. If that makes any sense. Alright, there we go. Alright. Perfect. Let's go ahead and save. Because, there's going to be an inn. A castle, though, huh? Valley Hall! Luca. A one-off character in this game that becomes a bit relevant later. Please, please, I need these! Oh, no. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's so bad. When I'm practically begging for them. And then you're finally able to buy them. I never thought I'd be this desperate. I actually found some Phoenix Downs. I'm gonna go save. I've never been more happy to see those. I'm keeping the formation that I have because Sid leaves your party here. There's a reason though. Oh, so you did survive that crash.
My pardons, Your Majesty, but might we ask your name?
I am Giot, King of the Dwarves and ruler of the Underworld.
And the Dark Crystals, Your Majesty. They are truly down here?
So, that is indeed the reason for your coming. But you do not seem to be friends of the others, leastwise not judging from their welcome. I must apologize. We came near to shooting you out of the sky ourselves.
Are the crystals safe?
With that I could say yes. But 2 of the 4 have been captured. We are too late then. This castle's crystal, however, remains secure. Our tank battalion was able to repel the enemy forces.
Those tanks we saw battling the airship were yours, then?
Airships, you call them? The surface world must be home to many wonders. Our tanks have long been unmatched on the battlefield, but even they are hard-pressed to defend against assault from the air. I do not suppose you would be willing to lend that airship of yours to our defense. She was damaged when we were forced down. She'll need repairs before she'll be able to fly again. I would be happy to provide you with any materials you might need. Then I shall be able to patch her up and get her engines humming again. But she wasn't built to take the heat of all that magma. I'll need to fly her back up to the surface and see if I can't rig some mithril plating. Let's get to work! Sid, no need for teary goodbyes. I'm only going to go make a few upgrades. You kids just wait here. I'll be back before you even start to miss me.
Sid, be careful.
Oh, don't you go falling in love with me too now, Rosa. Aren't you married?
Your Majesty, where is this castle's crystal kept?
Where it is most secure, in the hidden chamber behind my throne. As long as there is light left in my eyes, our crystal is safe.
What is it, Young?
Someone is eavesdropping. What?
There's no one here but us.
I felt a presence behind that wall. Open the door. Yes, Lolly. See, they don't, in this remake, they don't show this. The door's been barred shut.
Yep, haha!
What are those?
Dolls? We are Takaprida! Adorable dolls! Terrible dolls! You are mindless cretins! Charging into unknown halls! Head barred! We'll cut your strings! Lord Gomez will be pleased! Yip ho ho!
So, yeah, here's a boss fight for you. Bunch of dolls. It's worse than you think. Let's get this up and going. They seem kind of like pushovers right now, yes, but it's about to get worse. Or I could just one-shot them. That works too. Oh well, we don't get to see their true form.
Wait through! But now he knows where the crystal is. He'll be here soon to take revenge. Lord Gomez.
What? Our paths cross it once again. Golbez, I believe we have a score to settle. It is terribly unfortunate that you lacked the boon of Meteor this time around. But first, allow me to tell you my purpose in gathering the crystals. Consider it a prize for your small victory before. There are 8 crystals in total, those of light and darkness combined. Together, they form the key to reactivating the Tower of Babel, and thereby the gate to the moon. Oh, so we're getting into the Bible here, are we? The moon is said to conceal power that transcends the limits of human comprehension. This crystal is the 7th. Only a single one remains to be taken, and the way will be open. Much of this, of course, was only possible because of you. It would not do to let such aid go unrewarded. Take this, my final gift to you. So yes, after all this time, we finally get a piece of this guy. It's not as good as you think it is. I'm just going to cast this ahead of time. This is all the power you possess? A pity. So the first half of this boss fight is scripted. Your eye should still be free. Open them and gaze upon true terror. Come forth, my creature of shadow! Shadow Dragon. Death. Yeah! That's how bleak this is now. Death. Farewell, Cecil. Huh. Anyone remember that? An Eidolon. My Shadow Dragon. Slain by mere mist. It's alright, you can move now! That force. Okay, so now, things are a little different. Alright, so, first things first. Do I have a spider silk? I need to slow this guy down or else he's going to become a problem. No, I don't. So, let's, where are my Phoenix Downs? Of course they're all the way down here. Let's go ahead and revive Rosa because we're going to need her. Couldn't get it off in time. That's one thing that's frustrating about this boss fight. You can never get things off just in time. I think I may have missed it, but there might have been some, slow this guy down. Yeah, this is the boss fight I'm worried about, because he hits like a truck, and he loves spamming black magic. So, that's why I need to slow him down first, before we get too carried away. Okay, so if you paid attention in the beginning of the battle, he used an attack called Barrier Shift. What that does is basically it makes whatever he's weak to random. So he's weak to lightning. So, because of that, you have to keep using Lygra on him, but basically it makes it so you know exactly what his weaknesses are. But as soon as you exploit that one weakness, he changes it. Because see, he was immune to wind there. So, yeah, how this works is he absorbs everything else except for one element, and you constantly have to scan him. This is why I recommend you slow him down, because he's going to be a problem. What are you weak to this time? Fine. And because now we have a Black Mage and Summoner, we can actually do something about this. Basically keep Cecil and Rosa as healers. Have your main damage dealers be Kain. Well, your main damage dealers... Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to skip that. This cannot be! Well, that was easier than I thought it would have been. Good thing about this Phoenix Downs. Curaga. Continuing the trend, I see. We did it! We defeated him! Rydia, you saved our lives. But what's happened to you? When we were attacked, Leviathan swallowed me and carried me to the end of the land of the Eidolons. The land of the Eidolons? The Feymarch, the place they call home. I lived among them and befriended them. I can't use white magic anymore, but my summoning and black magic have grown stronger. Time flows differently in from the Feymarch, though. So that's why you've grown so much? Who is she, Cecil? This is Rydia of Mist. That child? This is a surprise indeed. But why would you come to save us? If it weren't for us, your mother... Don't say another word. The Queen of the Eidolons told me this. The wheels of a fate greater than us are all turning now. Ugh. She told me we must stand against it, and we must stand together. Rydia, thank you. So now we have a Black Mage. Essentially. So you're just going to leave him there? Death will not claim dominion over me. Again, you are going to just leave him there. The crystal. Forgive us. Golbez escaped, and with the crystal. There was little any of us could have done to stop that, it seems. But now only one crystal remains. We must guard it with our lives. Where is Final One hidden? In the sealed cave to the southwest. Golbez left in that direction, but have no fear. The entrance is warded and cannot be breached without the proper key. And so I have a favor to ask of you. It is our fault your crystal was taken. If there's anything we can do to be of aid, we will most certainly cooperate. Golbez makes for the sealed cave. This is the opportune moment for us to turn the tables. While he is chasing after the final crystal, you can enter the Tower of Babel and reclaim the other 7. The Tower of Babel? You would have us march into the enemy's own fortress? Yes, while our tanks create a diversion, the enemy's forces will be drawn out to fight. While they are occupied, you will have, pardon me, a chance to slip in and retrieve the crystals. Wait until Golbez returns, and that chance is lost. What do you think?
About walking willingly into an enemy stronghold? It would be dangerous to be certain.
But to risk nothing is to gain nothing. And King Giyoth speaks true. We must act now while Golbez is away, if we are to act at all.
Very well.
We will do as you ask. Excellent. In the basement of this castle is an entrance to a tunnel that will lead you near the tower. Oh, and I'd almost forgotten. I want you to have this. And you get an augment. Please go as soon as you've made ready. I wish you the best of luck. Bast? Ah. I always love this theme. Just how upbeat it is. I don't buy two of these axes and one of those arrows. Fortunately, when it comes to arrows, you just need to buy one. It's actually kind of funny. Anything good here? Alright, let's go ahead and get everyone equipped. I didn't know I had another gold hairpin. Well, that's good to know now. There's nothing more I can do for him. Alright, let's go ahead and sell some of this equipment because I don't need it anymore. I'm going to hang on to that. Alright, now then, let's go ahead and sort out the inventory. Alright, so I'm going to give some of these to Rydia. I'm going to give her Bluff, because that's going to be helpful for her, specifically. And I'm also going to give her Fast Stalker. She's not really much of an attacker, as it is. So, I'm going to give her the passive ability of Fast Talker. And she's not really going to do much attacking. hurts to be fully stocked. Hello, I just cleaned up one of the hardest bosses in the game. So it's going to be smooth sailing for a while. I could have gotten one for free. Oh well. That's how a cookie crumbles sometimes. Power armor, huh? I know who's going to have that. Yeah, we finally have a fight with the big bad. And I'm off the floor with him. Considering how hard it normally is to beat him, I'm genuinely surprised that I did beat him. Because it's just such a massive difficulty spike literally out of nowhere. I hate when games do that though, where it's just like, it's been somewhat smooth sailing, maybe save for a couple bosses, and then all of a sudden, boom, this boss basically one-shots you. You're dead. I never understood that concept. Hey, and there's some ghee. Why do they be wearing that one? Oh, I don't know. Maybe the guy who's actually literally the monk? Come on, go down the stairs. It isn't hard. It's ironic how the dwarves are a force of good down here. And they're asking if there are really bad folk on the overworld. It's like, well, wouldn't you like to know? This must be an armory or something. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't this the tunnel route? Yeah, never hurts to check. Never know if you might find secrets. Yeah, I think this is the way out. I'm not going to be mad about the cottages because, well, you can never have too many. Don't you love it when you find out that you completely wasted your money? Yeah, so do I. One second. Yeah, get that one out of here. Wish I had a team of mods sometimes. Maybe just tell them to get rid of that. Okay, let's see if I can... Alright, at least it's gone. Alright, one moment. Gotta change something here. Okay. Because I'm a small-time streamer, yeah, that's going to happen, probably. And since Twitch tends to be kind of wonky at times, I would love to get rid of things like that, but... oh well. So yeah, all the more reason to move Rosa up to level 30 because Rydia comes back to us at level 31. Well, 30. I give Rydia the Fast Talker augment because I'm going to be using her quite a lot when it comes to black magic. So this is just basically making it so she can almost instantly cast spells. Because when I mentioned that she's a black mage, basically, I'm not lying because then she gains the abilities like, you know, Thundaga, Firaga. So she actually becomes a lot more helpful later. It's also why I gave her Bluff, because basically it's like having Focus for spell users. But it only seems to work, but because how it works is Bluff doubles your intellect for one turn, and that's how you determine how much damage you do with black magic. Otherwise, white magic is determined through spirit. So, while Bluff would not be the worst thing for Rosa, she's not really using offensive magic. To be fair, she only gets one offensive magic, which is Holy, because of course. One-shotting enemies. Gotta love doing it. Alright. So, I'm not immediately going to use those cottages. I'm going to use what tents I have left over, because once you gain access to cottages, tents are completely obsolete. I love how I'm camping right in front of the tanks, by the way. Yeah, that's safe, isn't it? So the Tower of Babel, yep. There's your obligatory Bible reference. Oh, yikes. Not enemies you want to get attacked by like this. And that's why. Because these guys hurt. A lot. I think the Kiraga's good enough, but I'm just making sure. You know what? I'm going to summon Shiva. Excuse me, I mean Mecha Shiva.
Mecha Shiva! Mecha Shiva!
I'm only going to show the animation off for each summon once, because it becomes redundant after a while. And there you have it. Yeah, if those enemies get first strike, that's not a good thing. But yeah, for anyone who is watching, I do streams once a week every Wednesday evening. So, because it's all I have time to do, unfortunately, because my life is very busy. Oh, yikes. These guys are out for blood today. You know what? I'm not going to fight these guys. Let's go and run for it. Yeah, those guys are out for blood today. That's terrifying. If it's just one of them, then whatever. But 3 of them like that, yeah, they're kind of out for blood today, I'm noticing. That's not good. was confused. Going to take a second. My attack itself. Good. Unfortunately, we're going to have spammers. There's nothing I can do about it at this point in time, but, you know, baby steps. But yeah, dungeons like the Tower of Babel, though, it's a one-shot. Basically, you gotta do as much as you can before you leave, because you won't be able to come back. Which I think I missed my chance for a certain quest. Oh well. Can't win them all. A green beret, huh? He's a tank anyway, he doesn't need it. Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely, it's our friends. Sometimes I feel like these fights are just completely luck-based. Because it's like, these guys will either annihilate you immediately or they won't. I can never remember this dungeon fully. I think some, like the Tower of Zot, some of these just lead to dead ends with nothing but treasure chests, and some of them are kind of obviously booby-trapped. For the most part, I think these ones are booby-trapped. Yep. Enemy ambush! Ah yes, these guys. For whatever reason, basically they don't do anything unless you attack them, but for whatever reason, Yang always deals a ton of damage to them, if he can hit them. Oh, lovely. Let's use Titan. Let's use something simple. Might as well be non-elemental damage, because I think Chimera here mostly absorbed. Oh, never mind. We'll think of a layer dungeon, I think. Okay, that's going to be helpful. I'm going to give Cecil the Ice Band. I know I'm not using spells. So the Mistgraven Blade doesn't really do much after a certain point, but later in the game you basically turn it into Excalibur. And it's actually kind of interesting. Oh, great. Fun fact, at this point, tents actually become useless, because they don't even fully heal your party after a certain point. Should have summoned Shiva on them. Oh well. Jeez, how much health do these guys have? Cosmos, not bad. Not bad. I find it weird that she gains that power this late, though. And I think there's another ambush. Yep. I hate when I'm right sometimes. One shot! Alright. Give that lance to Kain. Yes, I do realize that it actually weakens them a tad, but considering it gives us an elemental advantage across the enemies in this world, or in this dungeon, it's going to be helpful. Kitty goes meow. An egg? Immune to ice, which is interesting. Immune to all elements. Cool! So, my teammates are effectively useless. Sans, Rosa, Rydia, and Yang. Well, that's kind of underwhelming. Stoneblade. It's probably not any good, but that's interesting. Oh. Huh. Interesting. I just got a rare drop, and it was actually worth it. Actually being able to buy those darn things are actually very nice. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah! That's more like it. It was almost all sixes. Story of my life. Ha! Now we get the ambush. Reason I didn't use anything stronger than fire. These guys aren't worth it. Got him twice. Reason why I don't do anything is most of I thought he would have one-shot him. Lame. A preemptive attack on an egg. That's almost interesting. I destroyed an egg! Maybe I should just let those hatch. Maybe this looks like where I'm supposed to go. Well, one of these leads to the way I'm supposed to go, and one of them leads to a dead end. What am I doing? Why am I not attacking them? Because they're more of a problem than the knights are. Dang, these guys are thick. Ah, come on. Well, that was fruitless. Problems with black mages. They're squishy. Well, good thing I found a healing circle. So that must be the way I'm supposed to go. So in that case, let's take the other door. It probably leads to more treasure. Whatever it would be. Same thing as before. Attack the one that makes the dolls before you get rid of the dolls. Ow, wait. Oh, you missed. Not bad. Yeah, things like Antarctic Wind and Arctic Winds are kind of underwhelming. The Antarctic Wind is basically just casting Blizzard on all of your opponents. It's not very useful. It's actually on the weak side. Then we might as well just wait. Nice. Unfortunately, because I did not fight the one boss, the bestiary would not be able to be completed. But it's not really something worth it. It's not really worth it, in my opinion. Oh, and the bluff does not stack, unfortunately. Unlike using focus, which does stack, I'm afraid that bluff doesn't. I wish it did, that would be cool, but oh well. I guess it's to keep you from just basically one-shotting every boss. It's not worth my time. Just an empty room? Alright, sure. At least there's something here. Booby trapped! Because of course it is. Might as well get it out in the open. Whatever it needs to call. Oh, that doesn't look friendly. Then again, what does in this game? Yeah, I blinded it. Nice. That takes care of that, at least. I don't think I've ever fought these guys before. What are they actually weak to? Anything? None. Okay. Just thought I'd ask. Haste, finally! Wondering when she was going to learn that. You know, I might give this to Kain because for whatever reason, he's more squishy than Cecil is. I don't know why. I guess that might be the point with Dragoons. They're not supposed to be tanky. Basically glass cannons. Just one of these, huh? That's not the worst thing to happen then. Ow! I'll give him the ice shield because, there's a... I don't think you fight him yet, though. No. So, remember how they mentioned that there were 4 elemental archfiends, and we've only fought 3 of them. There's a 4th one, and he's the supposed leader of them. I would think ice wouldn't be the weakness of steel, but oh well. Raise! Finally. Here's a plethora of enemies, although only one of them's of any threat. Unless she is an enemy you fight so late at this point, it's not even worth it. I think the Scourger is probably one of the highest points you get with those enemies. Yeah, because that lets you didn't even get to attack, so that should tell you how far ahead you are in this game. You fought those like way earlier during the raid of football, so that should tell you a lot. Back when Cecil was still a Dark Knight, yeah. Come on, Steel's not supposed to be weak to ice. It's supposed to be weak to fire, fighting, and ground types. Oh wait, wrong series. Wrong series. Sorry, I had to get that off my chest, but yeah. I wish you could take back moves, but I guess that would kind of defeat the purpose of this game. I don't know. There is an item you get a bit later on called the Blood Lance and the Blood Sword. Do not use them on undead enemies. You will be asking for trouble if you do that. You know, everything up until now has been scarier than you guys are. Sorry I keep interrupting like that. It's just, yeah, seeing that just kind of bothers me. This leads to a healing zone. Why not? And then in the fight against Golbez, you saw her summon the Mist Dragon, so I don't need to show that anymore. Titan, probably one of the most inconsistent summons in the series because it changes appearance every time. I'm surprised it survived that, my word. Something's telling me that's where I'm supposed to go. Egg? Hey, another one of these. Yeah, it might be a good idea to save. Tactical save. Activate. Alright. Yeah, this is where I'm supposed to go. Alright, so I'm going to backtrack a little bit and explore the rest of the area. Disappointed. I expected more out of you guys. Jeez, Kane. What annoyed you? Now for everyone's favorite moments in RPGs. Backtracking! Because I took the wrong turn at Albuquerque. I don't know, something about that central location there just screamed end of dungeon to me. As I mentioned, I've played this game before, I just don't remember a whole lot. Okay. getting levels. Actually, I think I'm supposed to come back here later, if I recall. Yeah, I'm supposed to come back here. Because I don't think you can go through this door yet. The door is locked. Yep. Alright. So I at least remember that. They say that the tower is huge. That's an understatement. We're in the underworld half of it. Something they don't tell you. There's more to this place. It's going to heal the golem, but it's at least going to damage the undead guys. Not enough to spare him. Alright. Yeah, remember the Tower of Babel, because this, you're only to the 7th floor, so we've only traveled through, I think, 6 floors. This means that there's more to this, and you actually see the upper floors of this place in the overworld. It's kind of crazy how far it stretches. Remember when I mentioned earlier there's a continent that I told you to just kind of gloss over for the time being? We're about to come to the point where that's no longer avoidable. Yeah, not worth it. Never have too many of those.
Do be careful, Ribikate, my lord.
There is no need for concern. Ablon's castle has already fallen, and his ninja forces with it. The trust matters here to you until my return.
Lord Golbez and Ribikate both gone. and only I at home. I'm Lord of the Tower now. That's a strange one. Shh. Who's there? Uh-oh. You're that Cecil lass, aren't you? When in Toadspittle did you squirm your way in? Rubiconte's not here to help you. Are you sure you want to press your luck against us? Press my luck? God, the outrage, the belittlement! Do you have any idea whom you're speaking? I'm Dr. Luque. I may not be one of them, but Gomez made me his chief strategist for a reason. I can keep this tower clean of vermin like you. I'd like to see you try. Oh, you will! My beautiful little boy will have your heads for playthings! Go, Barnabas! Crush everyone to bits! Yow! Not me, you big oaf! There! Over there! Got it? Oh! Show them what a strong boy you are! I always enjoy trying to imitate mad scientists. Alright. Wrong button. My poor precious Barnabas! I guess I have no choice. I'll control him myself. And that's all. Gah! Now you've done it! Prepare to see true terror's face! with this foolishness. Look upon the face of fear. Okay, so this is interesting. Basically, I believe how this works is all healing spells now do the opposite. So it's like the guy's undead now. Which is an interesting idea. Unless he does it twice. How could you miss that one? Where is... She learned haste, where is it? Oh, there it is. Good. So he turned himself into a metal Frankenstein, basically, as well. Huh. Well, that gives a whole new definition to mad scientist. This tower reaches beyond the surface, you know. Rubicate has already moved the crystals to the spire above. All that remains is to annihilate those accursed dwarves with my cannons. Oh no, the dwarves! To the cannons! We'll destroy them! There has to be a secret I'm missing. Talk about taking pot shots.
Okay, now she actually has a lot of health. That's actually nice to have. Maybe that's why Rosa leveled up so slowly. Might have something to do with it. There's something I'm missing. But what? There's no point to keep fighting. I'm already overleveled as it is at this point. Die, dwarves, die! Step away from the cannons! You? How did you get in here? Slaughter them! And this is what they have guarding the cannons. A pity. That's just sad. No! You can't stop us! Ka! There's no halting the cannons now! Oh no! Is there nothing we can do?
It's too dangerous!
I will take care of things in here. The rest of you, get out!
Are you mad?
It's too late, Yang.
Forgive me.
Yang! Yang!
If you should see my wife again, tell her to live enough for us both. Don't be a fool. Open the door.
Yang! Please, Yang! Don't throw your life away!
Yang!
It has been an honor fighting with all of you.
Open the door, Yang!
So, did he key blast him? So now we're down a man. And a good one, too. There must be something I'm missing. Like, maybe this empty room. Oh, yikes. That's where we're going, huh? I think I accidentally stepped over Ifrit, so here we go. Dang, those guys are thick. Zaga. Okay, now she's starting to get the high level black spells, which is good, because she needs them. These just have higher level villain, like, enemies in it now or something, or is that all that's in here? So, I don't know why that happened, but he used reversal gas twice, and I don't understand why he did that, because then it's like, basically he just reset the entire battle. I don't know why he did that, but I'm laughing at it. Oh, it's so great. I love it when stuff like that happens. When enemies just make stupid moves like that. It's like they never learn. I love it. If you're all wondering why I am not using emergency exit, unfortunately the game blocks you from being able to use it. So basically it's impossible to leave by normal means. So you're just going to have to hoof it. Which works because, you know, you need as much experience as you can get. It's always nice to have extra. Experience, money, yada yada yada. Yeah, booby trap chests. That's going to be very common going forward. It's not the worst thing though, because it gives you some of the better items in the game. And have I been here? Basement 12. Basement 11, yes. I need to go down, not up. Yeah, maybe giving us a fast talking augment. It's both helpful and a detriment, I'm noticing. I might be lost a little bit. Probably back up here. Oh, lovely. There's a sick Shiva on them. Nice. Yeah, the enemies are starting to get easier, so I'm thinking that I definitely have enough levels now. Yeah, Radia can only summon, like, the basic summons right now. So, you know, Rama, Ifrit, Shiva, the Chocobo, Titan.
Although Titan's a little more advanced from my understanding. Reflect. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Am I not allowed to leave? And Rose is dead. I think Rydia's dead too. Nope, close. How does she survive? Apparently her magic defense is higher than I thought. Oh, no big deal, I'm just unconscious on the ground. At least Cecil can do something about it now. You are even more meddlesome than I had thought. Golbez, mice are wont. Translation error. All your bases belong to us. Mice are wont to play while the cat is away. But I am afraid our game of cat and mouse is at an end. The time has come for us to part ways. Farewell. Doesn't get much closer than that! Sid! Where's Yang? Yang, he sacrificed himself to stop the Tower's cannons. Another good man lost. Who's that one? That's Rydia, a survivor of Mist. Uh-oh, we've been followed! Can't you shake them? It should be the faster ship! They must have made improvements to the Red Wings too!
Can't take this! Cecil! Take off!
Sid!
What are you doing?
Once you reach the surface, I'll seal off that hole for good! With this!
No, not you too!
I was hoping I'd get to see your kid someday. But well, someone's gotta keep Young company. You get yourselves back to battle. Talk to my boys then.
But Sid!
You'll die!
And so young, too! Bombs away! Try stopping this, Golbez! My once-in-a-lifetime unaided flight!
Sid! One after another.
Rushing to die like fools.
We go to Baron for Sid.
So I love how there was a smoldering crater and now all of a sudden there's another mountain range. How does that make sense?
Fortunately, it's a straight shot. Everything always leads back to Baron. I forget where these guys are. This is the infirmary, I think. Yeah, due to various reasons, I couldn't really access this earlier. Access this, rather. I think technically you can access this as early as the beginning of the game, but I kind of forgot where it was.
Lord Cecil, the Fleet Master told us you'd be coming. Told us to make a hook and rig it to the Enterprise for you when you came. Won't take but a few minutes.
That ought to do it. Now you'll be able to carry that hovercraft of yours beneath the ship. Should even be able to reach the Cave of Babylon down by the Tower of Babel now, eh? Just set the hovercraft down on some solid ground nearby, then use it to cross the shoals. Thank you. But about Sid, quite a handful, I'm sure. You don't have to tell us, the man never rests. If he killed him, he'd probably come right back from the dead and keep on working. Well, we'd best be getting back to work. We've a mountain of waiting. Best of luck to you. So, basically, the hovercraft that you had towards the beginning of the game, now it's usable in other places. There is a little secret near Mithril, but it's kind of useless right now. Right now, anyway. We'll get there. speaking of which, I didn't find a Chocobo Forest. I think there's one near Mysidia. There's one near Baron too, I think. If memory serves me correctly. Yep. I think I used my last tent. Will you take these? Nope, guess not. Yeah, I always forget about that character. Unfortunately, this is kind of where it ends with him for a while, because he's not. He makes it a little more difficult now, because you have to get an item that only drops at a 1% success rate. There is a way to boost it, but I can't remember exactly how. It's an item or an augment. But I just can't remember how to get it. And basically, it's just the sound test, more or less. It's just a shame, though, because there used to be commentary in this version, but there's not anymore. Alright, so after that, I believe he appears in Troya. You're supposed to kind of follow him and he follows you, but I kind of forgot. Back to Troya. Cheating way, the two-timer. And this is why I love Stinks. So, yeah. He's supposed to help you along the way, but his next chore is very difficult. So, as I mentioned, you have to basically make it so you... I like saying basically a lot, don't I? You have to make it so he becomes pudding way. And that requires you to get an item that has a 1% drop rate. And of course, you can only get it by fighting the flan enemies. It'll be easier to farm it later, so just kind of keep it on the back burner for now. But it's very difficult. But all flan enemies that you encounter have a 1% drop rate of the item in question. 2 moons. That's unusual. The observatory really serves no purpose in this game, but in the after years it does. But I'll probably come back to that sometime later. I have it as well. It was part of a bundle with this game. So, if you ever want to know what happens later, I'll show you sometime later. I haven't the time for it currently, because I have a few other things planned before I get to that. So we will revisit it one day. Easier said than done, buddy, but I gotta get you to this point. This is basically, this is the only hurdle now with his little side quest. So I am going to go and grab the hovercraft and then make it to the cave of Eblon, and I'm going to end it off there, at least for this part. Then we'll move on to some Yu-Gi-Oh! So, there is another use for the hovercraft in the, near the town of Mithril, but it's not super useful yet. Also, this is where the game starts getting a lot harder. This still is not my least favorite dungeon, though. Eblon here is, this kingdom has been destroyed, similar to Dam Cyan. It wasn't destroyed by the Red Wings, though. It was simply destroyed by Rubicante. But there's no one left here. There's some treasures that you can find, though. Some of it's pretty risky to get.